You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White sports supporters. Well, we got a massive trade in the National Football League. The Miami Dolphins have sent superstar wide receiver Jaylen Waddle to the Denver Broncos for multiple picks. First thing I thought in my head was the Patriots just said, oh, shit. Why did they say that? Because, the price on A.J. Brown has got to be ridiculous at this point. After the DJ Moore trade and after this trade, they got to be thinking, are you effing kidding me? I'm starting to think A.J. Brown may not get moved. I'm starting to think that the entire situation may be a priced out of the market situation for everybody. There's talk now that Brown won't get traded until after June 1, if he does. Broncos are trading for Miami wide receiver Jaylen Waddle per source. Denver receives Waddle and the Dolphins' fourth-round pick, the 11th in the round in this year's draft. Miami receives the Broncos' first-round pick, 30th overall, along with their late third and fourth round draft picks, 30th in each round in this year's draft. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you my initial reaction. And I went over to Walter Football just to glance to make sure I wasn't going nuts. I love this trade for Miami. I do. I got to be real. They got enough draft picks to truly reload at this point. Now, if you're a Dolphins fan for 2026, there's a couple of things I do question. It looks like they're tanking, all right? Why sign Malik Willis? I don't really understand that because it looks like a tank for Arch, tank for Dante, tank for Lenoris. One of those big quarterbacks that's coming out next year may end up being Julian Sand or C.J. Carr or one of these guys, because when you think about how guys rise and fall in the draft, don't believe me? Look at Drew Howard, Carson Beck, and Cade Klubnik was number one on McShay's board before the college season started. So a lot can change, but it's a potential 6 or 8 QB first-round draft next year. Why not just roll with Quinn Ewers as your starter and sign a Gardner Minshew to be a backup? Now, the Broncos got a D on this trade. I don't know that I would go so far as a D. This is PFF's wide receiver grades for 2025. They got Jaylen Waddle as the 10th best wide receiver in the entire league. All right. Now, I don't know if Miami's looking at a guy like Stephon Diggs going, maybe we can sign Diggs for $5 million after the Patriots let him go. I don't know. Jaylen Waddle, 64 receptions, 910 yards. Don't look now. The last 2 seasons have been kind of down. All right, 58 for 744, 64 for 910. Okay, not bad. Not bad stats, but those are the stats of a number 2. After storming into the league as a number 1 the last 2 years, have been a number 2 kind of wide receiver situation. Now, Tyreek Hill was there for a while, but he got hurt last year. Dolphins draft picks. 2 first-round picks, number 11 and number 30. Second-round pick, number 43, and 4 third-round picks. So the Dolphins are going to look to they're going to hope to come out of that with like 5 or 6 starters in the first 3 rounds. All right. Now, in case you're wondering, the Broncos, they don't have a pick until number 62 now. They got 2 fourth-rounders, a 5th-rounder, and 3 7th-rounders. So we'll have to see. Dolphins depth chart, disastrous. It's disastrous at wide receiver. Tutu Atwell, Jalen Tolbert, Malik Washington. Yikes. Broncos, Cortland Sutton, Jaylen Waddle, Lil Jordan Humphreys, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin. Okay. I mean, clearly the Broncos are trying to go for it, right? Clearly. But I like the trade. There was a lot of rumors, and evidently it fell through. There was a lot of A.J. Brown rumors tied to the Broncos over the last couple of days. And clearly they were running with two different plans at the same time. I love the Dolphins' haul on this situation. Now, the Dolphins' situation is what's more puzzling. What are you doing? Because it's pretty clear right now they got the talent of a team that's headed in a fight in the AFC East shit fest. Main event at WrestleMania. Shit on shit between the Dolphins and the Jets for Arch Manning. That's where this is going. The puzzling thing, again, is spending so much money, for Malik Willis. Oh, well, we'll sign this quarterback, pump up the fan base, but unless there's a signing or a trade we don't know that's coming for the Dolphins, the Mika Fitzpatrick trade was a head scratcher. And, I love this for the Dolphins from the draft pick standpoint. But again, why spend that money on Malik Willis? Just start Quinn Ewers and sign a Gardner Minshew or sign a Jimmy Garoppolo or somebody like that. I don't understand, because now you're turning Malik Willis into a one-year starter if you draft a big-time quarterback or a 1.5-year starter. I like the deal, though. I like the deal for the Dolphins. I don't hate the deal for the Broncos, because clearly they believe they are a Super Bowl team and they were this close. All right, you guys know I like the Patriots. I'm a Niners fan, but I like the Patriots. I'm not dumb enough to sit here and tell you, if Bo Nix plays that game against the Patriots, the Broncos win and go to the Super Bowl. Sorry, Patriots fan. I mean, it is what it is. So, and I like Jarrett Stidham, but damn. Clearly, the legs of Bo Nix not being around, etc., was part of the issue going into that game. So, tell me what you think, Black and White Sports supporters. Go get you this new cap. I love it. Embroidered logo. Ah, man. Awesome. Probably a sale going on right now, in fact. blackwhitenetwork.com. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. YouTube is being a bitch when it comes to unsubscribing people without their knowledge. Still. That is still happening. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.